Hi, I'm Lisa, I'm the Ukulele Fool, and in this tutorial we're going to talk about the capo. It's a really great tool for beginners. I'm going to show you what it does, how to put it on, why you'd want to use it, and what you'd see in a chord chart that would indicate that you might want to use the capo. All right, let's get going. Here's a big shout out to one of my patrons on patreon.com, Betty, who suggested this as a topic for a tutorial. Thank you so much, Betty, and thanks to all my patrons, and thanks to all of you who subscribe and have liked my videos and left me comments. If you haven't subscribed, please do that. It helps spread the ukulele love. Leave me a comment. I have a giveaway going on right now for some strings, so like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, all those good things. In a nutshell, a capo is a device that allows you to raise the pitch of all your strings at once. It's with a capo, without a capo. And that allows you to keep the chord fingerings the same, but change the key that you're playing in. A little bit technical? Well, let's get to the practical side. If you like singing while you're playing with your ukulele, the capo can be a really useful tool. Let me show you an example of where I might use a capo. Here's a song, Swinging on a Star, and I got this from Stu Fuchs, who's also a Patreon creator, and he's got it in the key of G. Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar. Okay. Not bad, but it's a little low for my voice. Here's where the capo comes in handy. So, I've got a song that's a little bit low for my voice. I need to know how to put on my capo, so let's go over that. You know, when your hand is coming like this at your fretboard, well, you think that maybe that's what you should do with the capo. It's kind of a natural instinct, but you would be wrong. This creates, when you do it this way, you've created a barrier for your hand to be able to move. And so when you're playing G, you've got this big barrier in the way. It's like a bumper guard, like bowling for little kids. You need to be able to move. So make sure that you put that obstacle on the top rather than on the bottom of your fretboard. So you squeeze it open, you place it on your fretboard, and you try to place it just above the fret. And now, because I put this on the second fret, I have just raised the whole sound of my ukulele by what we call in music terms a whole step. So if you're playing along in the key of G and you play a G now, well, you're actually playing an A. Even though I'm fingering a G, it's actually sounding an A. Okay, I've moved it up to the third fret. Let's see how this sounds. Would you like to swing on a star? Carry moonbeams home in a jar. Not so bad. One of the things that happens, and this is one of the downsides of using this capo, I don't know if you notice, I'm like having to stare at my fretboard, and that's because the geometry of everything has changed. If you notice, as you go up your fretboard, of course, the spaces between the frets get smaller. And so if you're really used to playing it in the regular position, all of a sudden things are getting a little more cramped. And so you have to adjust. And so all of a sudden you may be finding yourself making clunker sounds because you just need to retrain your fingers to work in smaller real estate. Sometimes you'll encounter a chord chart that will say capo on the second fret. And the reason they would say that, or fourth fret or whatever, is to help you as a ukulele player play easier chords than what the original key of the song was in. So if you're seeing something like where it says capo on the third fret, oh yeah, the original key would probably be pretty challenging for you as a ukulele player, and particularly at a beginner, advanced beginner, even beginning intermediate stage player. So they make that suggestion. So if you want to play along with the original, then you can do that by using the capo. Do you have to put a capo on that fret? No, not at all. Particularly if you're playing with other ukulele players, and there's no need. So disregard that instruction if the situation applies. Well, Vegas, my sleeping dog here, and I hope that this has been an instructional video for you, that you know more about a capo than you did before. I'm going to be using a capo on my next tutorial, which is Margaritaville. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when I put it out. All right. Thanks, and help spread the ukulele love. Bye-bye.